Judy from Witchpeace Craft. Welcome to a video. I'm finally trying to get out. We've had a lot of weather conditions here, a lot of power interruptions, and it hasn't been easy, but hopefully I can get this one uploaded this week. So today's video is my finished project for the mood board Winter 2024 Mal, hosted by our yarny friend Gary at Urban Yarn. He comes up with these seasonal mood board innovations. I really like them. They inspire me. They get me out of my comfort zone. They make me think about what I'm making, the yarn I'm using, what sort of craft I'll do it in, all that thing. And that's why that I really like them. It's just something a little different for me to do. So Winter Mood Board Mal was about picking a lot of colors and doing either color drift, color change, color fade, whatever you want to call it, and coming up with the colors you picked represent your superpower. So I'll start with the pattern. The pattern I chose was in my Ravelry wish list, and at Christmas time Thing looks at that and usually buys me 2 or 3 patterns, prints them off and gift wrap them in a little way, so I have something to open on Christmas Day rather than just send them through my library. So one of the ones he picked, and I really wanted to make it for this particular mal because it was so ideal, is the color shift, and it is a hybrid cowl capula with subtle shifts in color achieved by knitting with multiple strands of yarn held together. The shaping is created by gradually increasing needle size, additional strands of yarn. Color shift can be worn as a cowl, pulled up over your hair as a wimple, never heard of that, or layered over a sleeves dress like a capula, making it an ideal accessory for transitional weather, which is fine for me because when I travel to the UK and it's colder, I love this sort of thing. I'm not a beanie person, but this is the sort of thing I would use. So I decided I would make it for myself. Skill level is easy, so I'll just fold it over a bit. That's it there in its cowl form. And if I fold it this way, because this is how he does them, he puts them in sleeves and staples it together. That's it there in all the ways you can wear it. Ta-da! And that's why I liked it, and this is what I chose for my winter mal. So, multiple knitting needles. They're 20-inch circulars. You start with a 4mm, you go to a 4.5mm, a 5mm, a 5.5mm, and you finish it at 6mm. So you have to have a lot of knitting needles in 20-inch circular on hand and be prepared to change them when the pattern tells you. Now, traditionally, this is made with 4 different colors, but because it was our mood board mal and we were inspired to choose a lot of colors, I went with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 colors, and I worked out on the pattern when I would color change. So it's worked from the top down, and you start with 2 strands, and it tells you when to include a strand, to drop a strand, using the 4 colors. But for me, I worked out that every 2.5 inches I would change a color. I would drop one and bring one in, but I'd still have the required number of strands to make the cowl. So I'll tell you the colors. This is a walk yarn called Squirrel. They're all either wool with a light, the super merino wool with this one's got a light linen, or they've got a light polyester. But they're all beautiful and soft, and most of them I bought at Stephen and Penelope's in Amsterdam last year. This is one of them. So this is Squirrel. This is another walk yarn called Pink Peach. It's called Merino. Same again, 90% wool, 10% linen, and that's it there. Now this one was bought from there, and I think it is Life in the Long Grass. I can't tell you the colour. I lost the ball band. But that was another one. So you can see this like squirrel and pinks in there. So it's going with that tone. There's then, I decided I would introduce Light of Love 857, a sock yarn from Malabrigo, which was a darker pink. I then decided I needed some pink and orange, so I went with Bendigo Woolen Mills multicoloured sock yarn in this colour, which is pinks and orange. And then I had this one, which I bought in Austria, Vienna last year. And it's dye my style, and it's a hand dyed, and it's wool and I think it's polyester or nylon. It's like 80% wool, 20% polyester in orange. I went with that one to introduce some more orange. Last but not least, this is Life in the Long Grass. I know that it's a dark orange. I can't tell you the exact colour name, which I bought from Stephen and Penelope last year. So they are the 7 yarns I used. And as I said, the pattern talks about 4, but I had worked out I could change the colour every 2.5 inches to use all 7. I started it on the 27th of December. I finished it on the 8th of February. And to me, finished just ends and everything. It's ready to go. So what is my superpower? Well, I've been thinking about it, and I've sort of got 2 I'm tossing up, but I'm not going to tell you. You'll have to watch the slideshow Gary puts together to see what my superpower is. So when he does the slideshow at the end of the mail, please go over and check it out, and then you can tell me what I came up with for my superpower. I'll just pause the video and I'll get my project. So there you go, folks. That is my colour shift cowl come Capulet on Gertrude, my model. It is really lovely and soft. It turned out really well. I love it. I love the way I've done the colours. Look, probably not as much colour drift or colourful as Gary probably suggested, but it suits me. Orange is for energy, pink is for kindness, and I thought, well, they're good colours to blend. And I had all these colours. And yeah, it took me some time because it's a 1x1 rib, but because you're using like different colours and changing it, kept it interesting, because I'm not a fan of 1x1 rib, but I do love this. What do you think? Do you like it? Would it be something you would make or wear? It's ideal for me. Hopefully, if the weather clears a bit and we get some good light and it's not too humid, I'll take some photos of me wearing it. But guys, I've loved this make along, and I've loved nervous hiccups. Apologies. I've loved making this. I hope Gary does more mood board cowls this year because they are so much fun. Superpower. 2 things I've thought of that suit me and my life, and to do with orange and pink. But there you go. Let me know in the comments below what you think. Did it turn out well? I did take my time and I really loved it. I rarely frogged. And yeah, I thought, oh, must change colour. It was interesting and fun. So thank you, Gary at Urban Yarn, for coming up with this great concept of mood board mail. Guys, until next time, stay safe, stay well, and make sure you have one crafty day making something you'll love. Bye for now.